Today is one of the outside sessions, so if the seagulls are making noise, that's just the way it is. I'm gonna have to, ow! Just caught my neck on a zip. So yeah, yesterday we had a very interesting talk. We spoke about Saturn and how we're in the Saturnian matrix, right? So bearing that in mind, I'm not going to go over it because I did a whole recap as well. You can check it out. Bearing that in mind, you realize that you are in a construct. You're not even on Earth. You have no fixed address. You are consciousness in a construct, yeah, a simulation that's being run. And the simulation is designed to put limitations on you, contracts, structure, and all the rest of it to stop you from ascending to your full capacity. That's the purpose of the sim. Now, today's episode, I'm going to talk about one of the gatekeepers, or one of the kind of like human, not human because he's not human, but one of the kind of like, I would say, physical representations of Saturn in our construct, and that being is Elon Musk. There's a very specific reason why he's been paraded to us as some sort of like superhero, like edgy, he's cool type guy. He's not cool, bro. The guy looks like, I'm not even gonna diss him on a physical level, but bro, like, you're not Tony Stark, bro. You're just some. I saw a picture of him on a boat once, bro. He looked like, I don't even wanna. Yeah, he just looked weird, bro. Anyway, so he is one of the physical representations of the Saturnian matrix, and not just a physical representation. He actually pushes it, yeah. And I'm gonna show you, and you know my shit, bro. I'm gonna show you beyond all doubt, yeah, that all these people that are glazing him, yeah, like your Joe Rogans and stuff like that, they're all furthering the agenda of the matrix to keep you asleep, yeah, to keep you within the confines of the structure. Now, Elon Musk, yeah, he can move his name around. I remember watching a video, some guy moved his name around and was Lone Scum. It was quite funny. But yeah, if you watch him, I'm going to draw parallels between him and Saturn, yeah, and you'll see what I mean. Now, Saturn is known as the god of time, yeah, and this Elon guy is paraded to us in the construct, the dream, the simulation, as the timekeeper of progress, as if he's like on the forefront of like all intelligence and progress and science. He's not. There are people 100 million times more intellectual than him, bro. It's facts. If you believe he's the smartest person on earth, you're just glazing him and you're not really aware of what's what. So let's look at it this way. So Saturn in mythology is the god of time, yeah, control, limitations, and cycles. Yeah, I spoke about this, and he's often seen as a force that both restricts and enables evolution. Yeah, that's his job, and the evolution usually happens through hardship and discipline. Yeah. Now, Musk positions himself as a master of time and progress. Yeah, accelerating technological advancement through Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and AI development. Yeah. It's almost like he's compressing time by advancing humanity towards a technological singularity at a pace that's never been seen before, yeah? It's all illusion anyway, but that's one physical representation of him playing the Saturnian role, yeah? Because he plays both the role of like a Saturnian architect, yeah? Both enabling and restricting human evolution through his innovations. We can also look at it as like, Saturn always has this kind of like association with control and technocracy, yeah? Now, Saturn is linked to systems of control, authority, and structure, yeah? Always has been, always will be. That's what the Saturnian matrix itself represents. And this resonates directly with Musk's influence over industries, economies, and even public thought. Think about it. How in the hell is this nobody, yeah, that just came out of nowhere, now like got so much influence over like so many industries that affect human life, yeah, and even economies, even the US economy, bro. Like, think about it. I'm gonna move because I think there's quite a few people here and it's annoying me. Anyway, yeah, why has he got so much influence over like all these industries and even public thought? Next thing, think about Starlink, yeah? Although there's no space and it's all bullcrap, is you're watching something, like you don't know what it is. But I will say this, I remember one of the first, I didn't even know it had been deployed. I remember one morning I got up really early, I think I was going somewhere, and I got out of my house and I looked outside and there was this chain of, because my head's always up in the skies anyway, and there was this long chain of train of like moving satellites, and I was like, what the fuck? And I went and looked online and someone told me that it was the Starlink thing had been deployed. And yeah, it was really strange. But anyway, you can even look at Starlink as, bro, you can even look at Starlink as a Saturnian grid, yeah? Potentially creating an all-encompassing digital net around this place that we are, yeah? Almost symbolizing Saturn's rings, yeah? Control over communications and data flow. This is the second thing I've pointed out, okay? Next thing, the Tesla cars function like surveillance machines, right? They track your movement, location, and even your behavior, yeah? Which is another example of Saturnian oversight and control. They're policing you, which is very Saturnian, yeah? Because Musk's influence over tech, AI, space, and transportation directly mirrors Saturn's archetype as a limiter and overseer of human civilization, yeah? Okay, let's go further. Now, if we think about Saturn's rings and Starlink, yeah, and macrocosm and microcosm reflection, yeah, Saturn's rings are a dominant like symbol of boundaries and limitation. Literally, if you look at the image, it's like a ring going around the emergent point of consciousness, yeah? The ring can't expand because the rings are there. No, the point can't expand because the rings are there. It's almost like the image of you know, the old Xbox as well, which is very Saturnian. So you have this green like circle that's trying to emerge, and you have this X that's just going across it, right? It can't expand beyond the limits that have been imposed on it, right? So with the Starlink forming an artificial ring around Earth, effectively enclosing where we live in a digital infrastructure. Where we live has now been enclosed within a ring system or a net. And just like how Saturn's rings trap debris and energy, it can be argued that Musk's technological empire encloses humanity within digital systems, shaping perception, interaction, and autonomy. Yeah? Think about this, because like Musk's satellites effectively act as a mirror of Saturn's rings directly, both controlling and uplifting humanity by defining our new digital boundaries. Limitation. Okay, cool. Next one, the Saturnian mark, which is the X. X is a Saturnian symbol. Nobody on God's green earth can argue with me in any realm, seen or unseen. I will fucking destroy you, bro. Like, that's just it, yeah? It represents crossing, limitation, and transformation, yeah? And for some reason, this chap has used X in multiple ventures. Think about it. SpaceX, X.com, which then became PayPal. Twitter then got rebranded to X, XAI, yeah? So think about this, right? What ever happened to people naming companies about them, like after themselves? What happened to like Musk Industries or like, you know, EM Incorporated or EMAI, or keeping Twitter's name as Twitter, yeah? Somebody ask him why he uses X so much. He will not have an answer for you, bro. One time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And then you look at that in line with everything else I've said. Okay, I hope it's becoming clearer anyway. You gotta also notice that in esoteric traditions, right, the X always refers to kind of like the crossing of dimensions or Saturnian transformation. It's the boundary between limitation and expansion, yeah? I said this in my other video on the Saturnian matrix. So it can be argued, it can't even be argued, it can be deduced with a high level of certainty that Musk's obsession with X aligns with Saturn's role as limiter and transformer, controlling both physical and digital expansion, and he's a direct representative of that. I'm literally showing you in your construct, right? There is a sentient program, a smith, if you like, yeah. There is a smith, if you like, right? Or an architect, if you like, that is leaving breadcrumbs everywhere. He represents the Saturnian matrix itself, yeah. He leaves breadcrumbs everywhere about it, yeah. Not just in his companies, but in the actual way he does things. I'm gonna go further and talk about some other things. You're gonna see that's what he is, okay? He's not some liberator of humanity. He's not some person that's gonna take us into the future. No, he's here to limit your consciousness. That's his job. Believe what you want, I don't give a fuck, bro. Anyway, now if we look at Saturn's moons and SpaceX's interplanetary goals, Saturn has 82 moons, yeah? Many of which are named after like titans and mythological figures, right? Now, Musk has a interplanetary vision, yeah, which aligns with, actually, before I go into his interplanetary mission, bro, his SpaceX thing is all bullcrap, yeah, is dog shit. If you know anything about anything, you know it's shit. You can't land a fucking spaceship in reverse, yeah, by using thrusters. It's bollocks. Basically, they launch these rockets and they basically rewind them and play it back to you, and people actually lap it up, bro. Look, if you don't believe me, go and watch any of his fucking spaceship things landing in reverse. No, landing, right? And then what you do is capture the image and play it at like forward speed, and you see that literally you're watching them rewind an image, yeah? It's no different from the fucking NASA crap. That's he's one and the same. He's like, think if NASA was a whole company, he's like a one person doing NASA's job as well, yeah? They're not going anywhere. They didn't send no car to nowhere. It's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit, bro. There are people that do great fucking analysis on the space stuff. Go and check out Eric Dubay and stuff. Like, they'll tell you the real deal, yeah? Now, he talks about this interplanetary vision thing, which aligns with the idea of escaping Earth's limitation, yeah? Much like many of Saturn's moons represent different realms of experience, right? And Janus, which is, it's funny, I made a video this morning actually talking about Janus, but yeah, Janus, which is one of Saturn's moons, is named after the two-faced god of beginnings, transitions and gateways, right? And Musk's, his work seems to kind of like act as a Janus-like force, yeah, simultaneously looking towards the future and reinforcing control. I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know. Saturn has opened some sort of portal, bro. It's mad. Anyway, so Elon Musk's what do you call it, idea of Mars colonization and AI expansion literally mirror Saturn's many moons, each different experiment in control and transformation. It's all to do with the same limitation, yeah, but in different kind of guises, yeah. So it's like limitation but in different spheres, right? That's why he's trying to, you know, they present it as it's not, but you know, if you're controlling data flow and communication, you're limiting it, yeah. It's not free. You're controlling free speech, but you portray as like it's not, but it is. And you're doing AI, and you're doing machine learning, and you know, talking about convenience and shit, but again, it's still limitation and control. And you're talking about fucking cars, but the cars are literally policing the drivers and shit like that. Like, it's the same thing, bro. So all his vision stuff he's talking about, and plus nobody can go to Mars anyway, it's all bullcrap, but it's the same idea, yeah, limitation. Now let's look at Tesla's symbolism as well. You know, Saturn and the black cube. I spoke about this in another video. Now Saturn is always symbolized by the black cube, which represents matter limitation and control over our reality, right? Because the matter boxes consciousness in. And Tesla's logo resembles a trident, which in esoteric terms kind of links with both Saturn and Poseidon, symbolizing dominion over the physical and technological realms. Not only that, if you actually look at the Tesla logo from above, it actually looks like a person on a cross. I'll try and put the image in the video so you see it. It looks like a person on a cross. And like I told you, a cross or crucifix is just an opened cube, yeah? So that's another giveaway. So yeah, you have it. I can't remember what number I'm on now because I'm freestyling and there's things just coming. But yeah, So Tesla's design philosophy and impact basically embodies Saturnian principles of control, limitation, and structured evolution, yeah? Not freedom, expansion, and ascension, which is our true nature, okay? What's the next one? Let's talk about transhumanism. So the transhumanist idea that he keeps pushing, yeah? You gotta realize that with Saturn being the master of matter and time, limiting the soul within physicality, this Elon Musk idea of the Neuralink in his AI ambitions basically suggests an attempt to merge consciousness with technology, breaking the limitation of biology whilst paradoxically trapping the human experience within a digital matrix. So I'm gonna give you all these fucking, you know, you won't fall sick again, you know, we transcend human biology, blah blah blah, and we're going to merge consciousness with technology. It's going to be amazing, but yet your consciousness is going to be trapped in a digital matrix and you can't break away from it. This is what in the Bible they talk about. You will want to die and you won't be able to. You want to leave the construct and you will be unable to, because you'll be tied to it forever. Imagine playing a video game that you can't get out of because you've fallen so deep into the illusion and you're locked in illusion so deep that you can't actually leave. Do you think that's why we came here? Imagine locking into a video game that you want to play and then somehow now you can't leave the game. It's a nightmare. That's what the Saturnian matrix is. It's a nightmare. Okay? I'm telling you all these things because I have to. Yeah, do with it what you want to do with it. I don't give a fuck. Now, the next thing is like cybernetics and AI, yeah? Because it kind of copies Saturn's role, because it always promises freedom, yeah? But it literally establishes more control. George Bush did the same thing, and I remember it quite clearly because as a kid, I remember when the 9/11 shit happened, right? I was quite young. I wouldn't say I was quite young when it happened. And what 21, it was like 24 years ago. Yeah, bro. I was a young teen. And I remember when that happened, it was like, yeah, they signed all these acts in place, and it was like, yeah, now, you know, you go through the airport, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. You know, they could stop and search us now. They could do this, they could do that, all in exchange for, like, we're gonna get freedom, right? It was like, oh, you're gonna get more freedom, you're gonna get more safety and security, but you're literally controlling everything. You're controlling me, you're literally locking me down to give me control. How does that work? How does that make sense? Like, it doesn't make sense. I remember that was the first time I actually started to ponder these things, like, and I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense, you know? So it's the same thing, because when you think about it, this Elon Musk thing, it's like his work can be seen either as breaking Saturn's boundaries, but it's not really, because essentially it's like, oh, I'm breaking the boundaries, but I'm deepening your entrapment within it. Yeah, I'm going to give you this amazing technology, right? But now your car tracks everything, it listens to every conversation, it knows everything you're doing, knows where you are, knows who you are, it's going like, so where's the freedom? You're not actually free, you know? So in conclusion, can we say that Elon Musk is a Saturnian gatekeeper? Absolutely yes, because he embodies many of Saturn's attributes, right? He advocates control. He's a master of control, really, when you think about it. AI, satellites, transportation, and energy. Key components for life here in the physical realm, but he wants to control it. Lying to you, telling you that you're going to get more freedom, but really, you're going to get trapped deeper within it. Yeah, he's also an architect of limitation and expansion. Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, we're going to expand, but really the expansion is limitation. Yeah, it's just paraded in a different way. So when he talks about space travel, digital grids, and Mars and all that crap, that's what he means. Okay. And you know, the symbolic ties to the Saturn's rings, moons, and archetypes. Yeah. So it's like, it can be said that the force that's pushing humanity into the next phase of reality, yeah, he's trying to represent that thing. Oh, you know, we're going to move humanity to this point, right? But what he's doing is just deeper control which will end up entrapping humanity even deeper in the illusion. So he plays the role of Saturn in the modern era, bro. Can't be argued with. Listen to everything I've said, and if you can argue with me, bro, I'll give you like whatever you want. But you can't argue with anything I've said. That's just facts. Like, you know my shit, bro. You know, he represents a force of progress, but at the same time he represents a force of restriction. Yeah, he's a liberator and a controller, a jailer and a freer. You know, so really, what's his role? So whether he's conscious, like I said, whether he's conscious of his role, like I said in the do you remember the video I made on synchromysticism? Yeah. So whether he's conscious of his role or he's merely an agent of the construct, that is the deeper question. So is he actually aware, or is the construct itself playing out control using a sentient program called Elon Musk? That's a deeper question. So that's where we're at, bro. And another thing, don't you find this strange that this dude actually did a Nazi salute on Broad Street? Like, this guy, broad daylight TV, this guy did a Nazi salute and nobody said nothing. But Kanye West will say something like Hollywood is run by Jews and everyone says it's anti-Semitic. But this guy did a Nazi salute, bro. A Nazi salute, brother. Bruv, maybe you don't get it. The guy did a Nazi salute. Go to Germany and do a Nazi salute, they would jail you, bro. If somebody did that in Germany, they would jail him and they will fine him. Do you understand? Like, if you go and graffiti a swastika on a synagogue, they will jail you, bro. Wear a t-shirt that's got Hitler on it and walk through London and see what happens to you, bro. But this guy can do a Nazi salute on Broad Street and nobody says nothing. But I'm going to tell you why he did that and why that's even Saturnian. Because you know my shit. I have to give you one final kind of to take with you. Now, okay, so the Nazis are represented by the swastika, yeah? The swastika is like it's like a plus that's got like minuses on the end, yeah? Or it can be seen as 4 V's stacked in like a strange direction, yeah? Like, so if you have 4 V's, V, and you put the edges together, you get the swastika. But if you move those V's around and you put them at right angles, yeah, the very same V's that, or you know, it looks like an L, but it's a V. If you look at those V's and you don't stack them like end to end to make the swastika, and you actually turn them around, you actually make a Saturnian cube.